All right, we're here in Krager Designs studio. We've been staying here with them during Grand National Roadster Show. Flip the camera around here for you real quick. There's Craig.
Howdy, good morning.
I'm gonna walk you guys around in here real quick. It's just always cool to see other people's shops. He worked in fire, so obviously got the fire hydrant fireman there, but man, he's got really cool work here. Does a lot of boats, really cool boats. If you guys check him out on Instagram, that's most of what you'll see, but this is a lot of his panels. Brush box, always cool to see somebody else's box. Show you guys, he's working right now on helmet. Pretty cool. I think what's neat seeing somebody else's process. You know, he was given a shirt here for some stuff, and then he's got his sketch here. I like this. He was showing me last night. It's kind of an example board, which is cool. More work up here. Just cool stuff. See some older jobs. I'm gravitating towards the trucks. Cool stuff. Craig was telling me too that was this your grandfather?
Yeah,
right?
My great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather that did the illustrations here, cartooning. Super cool, really cool.
YouTube things. I don't know what that's worth, but
here's his personal boat. Greg's actually been telling us a lot of his history with signs and stuff, and then showing us throughout his house like everything is painted. It's really cool. It's been one of the cool parts of this trip, getting to hang out with other painters, see their spots, and hopefully show some of those to you guys. We're still on the road and going to do that a couple more times. Keep trucking. Second stop for this video is the famous Coat Airbrush. They actually just moved locations, so they're still putting everything together, but man, what a treat. Some great stuff. It just moved, so it's not all put up yet. For our second stop on this journey on the way home, we're here in Hermosa Beach, California at Risky Business Tattoo. Robert's friends with the owner, Chuck, and we're doing a little bit of work for him and then staying here overnight, making a little bit of gas money, I guess, for the way home. Spent last night adding these card pips to these windows. Somebody else did a fantastic job on these. But we're done, getting ready to hit the road, aiming to be in Tombstone tonight. That's the other folks' work up there. And then we got this little guy down here we added to go with the Reaper they had. Never had Peruvian food, but we had Peruvian food last night at that place across the street with the chicken car. Get it to zoom in. There you go. Really, really good. If you're in Hermosa Beach, man, check that out. That was a treat. Just like that, we were in the movie Lethal Weapon. Alright, we're just trying to blast through San Diego and the Imperial Valley, see if we can make up some time. We have some other jobs to do on our way back to Texas, so we got to kind of make tracks. Yes, I do travel with my stomach. We're at Pancho's Tacos in a food truck court outside of Yuma. What time is it? 9:40 at night. Dude, this was great. We just decided in our top 3 for food for this trip. Really good. Carne asada tacos were awesome. They had like shrimp fries with too much goodness on them. Shrimp tacos that were to die for. Good food. We're pushing through to Tombstone. All right, right now we are driving through Tucson, headed to Bisbee, Arizona. Robert's never been. Bisbee's awesome. Probably tell you guys a little bit about Bisbee while we're there. Slept in the van last night near the Cacho Peak State Park. Little hiccup with the van, which we have them, but nothing that's keeping us down. Wanted to die whenever we turn on the headlights. To me, that's kind of part of this whole trip, right? We know there's going to be things. It's adventure. But we're on to Bisbee.
Woo! Adventure!
We just passed the Triple T. We're about to go check out Fairbank Historic Site. We're in Cochise County, Arizona, near Tombstone. I used to live out this way. Cool spot. Cool to take anybody around and show them cool stuff out here. But let's go check out the ghost town. Headed up to the cemetery first. Go back and take some footage when we get back to the town. Robert Corso at the Fairbanks Ghost Town Cemetery. Get a few things. A lot of these cemeteries had like little fences around them and stuff. You can see this one's all deteriorated and falling apart. One of the metal ones.
Yeah, metal shall remain.
Got here, this is Apache territory. This is where Geronimo and them fought. Cool place. Cavalry fort used to be at the bottom of those mountains there. Nowadays, military fort. It's Mexico down that way in the mountains. Bisbee's in those mountains. Tombstone's out that way. That's where we're headed next. Just remember some other cool stuff about the history in this area. This is Coronado came through here. And when they were hiking north and looking for cities of gold. There's a Coronado Pass at the bottom of the mountains over this way. There's some ruins from some fort deal that they had out here. I cannot remember what it was called. There's some good gravestones, grave sites right here. A little bit better preserved. Concrete's a big thing out here, actually. Used as a mining, I don't know if resource is the right word, but they build a lot of stuff out here out of it for that. Obviously, they used it for some of the gravesite stuff. Last set of footage here. Here's what's left of Fairbanks. Was the post office, grocery store. Back over this way. Oh wait, is that? There's Bobfoot again. Other side of these trees is a schoolhouse. I don't know what the other buildings are, but we got to make tracks. We got work to do. We had to stop in Tombstone. And I gotta say, it's kind of disappointing that vinyl is even taking over this place. I mean, it's taken over everything for a long time, but you'd think something touristy like this wouldn't have so much of it. There are still some cool signs here, though. These hand-painted, good colors. Hand-painted sign coming into Bisbee. Check it out. We like brushes like us. Alright, I love Lowell. It's mostly, from what I understand, one person's collection. But signs galore, motorcycles galore, classic cars galore. Just cool stuff. I don't know if this is staged or not, but this is pretty cool. Radio station set up. I know when I used to live up here, Bisbee did have its own radio station, which is kind of cool. One of the artists in one of the galleries I was in was one of the DJs. Just cool stuff, man. And, you know, if you're into Indian motorcycles, check that out. This has got to be one of the coolest looking police stations I've ever seen. Some more Bisbee footage. Cool little graffiti spot. Gotta go through, right? Beckons me. Decent work. Streets of Bisbee. One of my favorite towns. Probably already said it. Can't say enough. Gotta love an art alley. This is one of the best art alleys I've ever seen. This is one of the reasons Bisbee's so cool.
Almost makes you just want to slap a panel up here, doesn't it?
Absolutely. More art alley photos, and that's a pretty cool sign. Cool American Legion ghost sign. And then down here, behind this tree, you can see is the old Woolworth sign. Back entrance. Sign dorks never stop looking at signs. These are pretty cool. 1999. Alan Scott.
Metallic on glass.
Yeah. We saw another one, same person, also a metallic on glass. Looks really good. I've never seen metallic on glass. That's recent-ish work. Cool. Cool old vault door. Full of antiques. I think there's enough time in the world to film all of Bisbee. It's too cool. We're gonna keep moving, catch some lunch, and then head on to a special little treat. Alright, Robert and I are here at Old Iron Trucking outside of Safford, Arizona. See the cool truck in the background. We're working on visors. Flip this around. Got them. This one's transferred. We've been sitting here drawing them out. Doing this for these guys while we're here. They saw that we were doing our trip. Wanted to help support us. And which is really cool. Absolutely love the trucking community. Now we're sitting here working on these though, trying to get these painted today and get on the road to go home. I think visors have become one of my favorite things to paint. It's not something that everybody gets to see, like the outside of a truck is. It's something the driver gets to see and people who end up getting an opportunity to look up in the cabs. I haven't done one yet that wasn't something fun and, you know, meaningful to the truck. So to me, it's a treat to get to stop and do a couple of these on our way home on such a great trip. And to get to do it with a friend is even better. Alright, didn't really get to shoot a whole lot of video because we were trying to bust hell and get done here.
Yeah, I feel bad. We probably held you up quite a bit. But
No, you guys were great. But here's the finished product. Plum crazy. Still doing time. Rattle rod. All right, no more time for stops. Just a little wind in our hair. Maybe a little wind in the van's hair. And miles of road. All right, we just made it back to my house here in front of the van that has made it from Texas, Granbury, Texas, all the way to Pacific Ocean and back.
We did. And it's done.
How many days?
Finito, wrapped up.
12, I think.
11 days, I think.
I think 12. If
12?
you count today.
Well, I still have a half a day, so.
You did. So it's 12.
But quite triumphant.
Triumphant. Not a whole lot of footage, at least on my end, from the last part of this, and that's just because we've been trying to drive, and I've had some dead camera battery issues.
Yeah, well, I think the main part of the journey was getting there.
Absolutely,
Some things there and a little bit on the way back. So yeah. I don't think we lack footage with the exception of the last day and a half.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But by the time we edit, they'll never know.
So real quick, what would you say was the big takeaway?
The big takeaway?
Elevator spill.
All right, so I think the big takeaway is man, sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith and do it.
Yeah. All right, awesome road trip. If you guys haven't done Route 66, if you haven't done any road trip for multiple days in a van, do a road trip in a van.
Yeah, I'm going to shop for one.
Yeah. Get out, meet people, take adventures, get off your couch.
Yeah, well, growth only comes from that uncomfortable spot, so, you know, stop making excuses and just go.
Go. Normal stuff for the end of the video. If you guys like this, I hope you're watching. I think mine's probably gonna be broke up into 3 videos. Hopefully you've watched the other 2. like, subscribe, go to
Share.
our websites.
Tell your friends.
Share more than anything. That's good. Turn it on and fall asleep and let it just watch all the way to the end and
Yeah.
share it to everyone you know.
Yeah, let's grow this thing so we can have more adventures.
So at least next year, if not something before then.
Yeah, well, we're coming back around here in about a week and a half, so you'll see some more stuff from us. But
Yeah, Dallas Autorama panel jams coming up. But yeah, I want to do the other half of Route 66. This was a blast.
I think that's a deal.
So
Let's make it happen.
there you go. Till next time, y'all.
Guys, stay safe out there.
Extreme close up. Whoa!